Hey everybody, this is Chris with Night of Living Card Games. Today I am doing something a little different. I am competing in the next of the Marvel Champion Monthly Podcast weekly challenges, but instead of playing with physical cards, I am going to play a game on Octagon. So Octagon and Tabletop Simulator, TTS, are two computer programs that you can use to play online board games. So as much as I like the physical cards, sometimes it's nice to have a quicker setup and teardown, which Octagon and TTS allows. Sometimes I want to play with other people that aren't in my location, so we have to use an online game to do it. So I'm going to go through and see how it goes. So this week's MCM challenge is Mysterio, but instead of using the recommended modular set of Whispers of Paranoia, it is put the first player's obligation set in. So since I'm only playing one, it's just going to be mine. So in going up against Expert Mysterio, I am taking Storm Aggression through it. So real quick, looking at Mysterio, since I'm taking him on an Expert, we're starting out on side 2. So Mysterio is a 2-scheme, 2-attack, 17 hit point villain with a win revealed effect. In player order, shuffle the top card of the encounter deck into each player's deck. And I think I actually have to do that before I draw my opening hand. I'm going to grab the top one. And what I'm going to do is, anytime I need to shuffle my deck, I'm going to shuffle it twice. Since it's not physical cards, I don't know where the encounter cards are going to show up. So I'll just do it twice to be safe. 1, 2. Okay, and then he has a force response. After you resolve a boost card during Mysterio's activation, place that card on the bottom of your deck if it has the illusion trait. Right. His main scheme, Maze of Mirrors, just tells you how to do the setup, and it says to put a shifting apparition into play engaged with each player. The other side of it, it is an 8 threat per player scheme, starts with 2, goes up 1 per round. Then as a forced interrupt, when you would draw or discard an encounter card from your deck, deal it to yourself as a face-down encounter card, and then draw 1 card. So taking a look at Shifting Apparition, it is a 1-scheme, 1-attack, 1 hit point illusion minion with the guard trait, and when defeated, if this minion was defeated with excess damage, the defeating player shuffles the top card of the encounter deck into their deck. Right, real quick, taking a look at Storm. Aurora Monroe begins the game with the weather deck, and I feel a storm coming. Setup chooses a support from the weather deck and put it into play. So she has 4 weather cards to put in. So we've got Hurricane. Each character gains Retaliate 1, and then as a special, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Clear Skies, each character gains Stalwart, special, draw 1 card. Blizzard, each character gets -1 attack. And then the special is choose a non-elite minion until the end of the round. Treat the minion's text box as if it were blank. And then Thunderstorm is each character gets +1 attack, and then special, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Looking at her hero side, Storm is a 1 thwart, 2 attack, 1 defense X-Men with the weather control action. Swap your weather support in play with a weather support of your choice, and resolve the special ability on the weather support in play. So once per turn, she can swap the weather. All right, let's see how this goes. So let's draw my opening hand of 6. All right, Endurance, my Garden, Forge, Helicarrier, Professor X, and Genius. I'm going to keep Helicarrier and Genius and then pitch the rest, I think. And then we're going to draw back up. Okay, so Lightning Bolt, Psylocke, Attack Training, and Danger Room. Alright, well, I get to put a weather into play right now. I'm actually going to put Blizzard into play. I don't get to trigger the special, but the -1 attack will allow me to defeat the apparition without triggering the when defeated event. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to pitch Genius and Danger Room to pull in a Helicarrier. And then we're going to flip up. And then I am going to just punch for 1 because I get -1 attack to defeat the Shifting Apparition. Oops. What am I doing? Wrong discard pile. And I didn't have to trigger its force response since I only did 1 damage to it. Yeah, we're just going to then... I'm going to leave Blizzard out. Actually, no, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my weather control ability to change the weather to Clear Skies. So Clear Skies, each character gains Stalwart, and I get to draw a card. So let's draw a card. Storm's Cape. As nice as that is, I am going to spend the Helicarrier, attack training, my Cape, and Lightning Bolt to get Psylocke out. So Psylocke is a 4-cost, 2 thwart, 1 attack ally. Enters play with 2 psionic counters on her. And when she attacks, remove 1 psionic counter from her to confuse that enemy and deal 1 damage to it. I certainly don't want to do that now since everybody is Stalwart. But what I will do is I will use her to take 2 threat off the main. All right, that is my turn, so I'm going to ready myself up. Automatically draws back to my hand size. And now it is the villain phase. So we get 1 threat on the main. Mysterio comes to attack. I'm just going to take it. So he's attacking for 2. 3. But this is an illusion card, so his force response says I have to place this card on the bottom of my deck. So I come here. I move it down here. If you'll notice, it's got the little down arrow there. That puts it on the bottom of my deck. And now we get an encounter card, which is Fool's Paradise. Oh, this one's a tricky one. So Fool's Paradise is a 6 threat per player side scheme with victory 1, so it goes in the victory display when defeated. Each identity gets +2 hand size, but it has an acceleration, a crisis, and a hazard icon. So we'll probably want to get as much threat off of that as we can. All right, so my turn. First things first, I gotta swap the weather here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go all in on attacking. I might just leave Fool's Paradise up for a while, as painful as it is. So we're gonna swap out Clear Skies to put in Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is each character gets +1 attack, and then Special, which I get to trigger, deal 2 damage to an enemy. I am then going to use my Helicarrier and Strength to put in Brawn. So Brawn is a 3-cost, 1 thwart, 1 attack ally with 5 hit points, and after he attacks, remove 1 threat from a scheme. So we are going to first trigger Psylocke. So she attacks for 2. And her interrupt is remove 1 psionic counter from her and confuse an enemy. And confuse. And then deal 1 damage to an enemy. Then she does her attack of 2 because of Thunderstorm. She gets +1. Then I'm going to attack with Brawn. So he is going to attack for 2, and I get to remove 1 threat from a scheme, so I'm going to take it off of Fool's Paradise. Oh, actually... Alright, I'm going to retcon a little bit. I was going to put the X-Jet, use the X-Jet to put it on Psylocke. So... Attack training is attached to an X-Men ally. They get +1 attack and +2 hit points. So she's now 5, and with Thunderstorm out, she's hitting for 3. So that's 1 extra damage on Mysterio. And then I am going to play Game Time, choose an ally with a training upgrade attached. Ready that ally and heal 1 damage from her. She actually should have 2 damage on her right now. So we're going to ready her, heal a damage off her. And now we're going to attack again. I'm not going to trigger the interrupt because it's not forced. I get a choice. So I am going to just attack for 3. I haven't done anything yet, so I am going to also attack for 3. And I'm actually going to flip over since he is confused. Oops. Wrong button. All right, and then I'm going to draw up to my hand size, so that'll be my turn, but my hand size is going to be 8 this turn because of Fool's Paradise. So let's do end of the round stuff. Up. Oh, I must have drawn that card that got shuffled into my deck. So we've got 6 there, but I need to give myself 2 more, 7 and 8. Okay, so villain phase. We get 2 on the main because of Fool's Paradise. He would scheme, but he is confused. And now we're going to get 1 from the card that I drew in, 2 from Fool's Paradise, and 3 from just the normal one. Let's see how this goes. So we know this one is hallucination, or I didn't know. So he's now hitting for 5 base. Definitely don't like that. Next one is Deja Vu. Either take 1 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. I'll take the damage. And then you have to shuffle it into any player's deck. Since I'm the only player, I have to do it. Shuffle, shuffle. And last one is Evil Doppelganger. It gets +X scheme and +X attack, where the number of identity-specific cards in the hand. So if they were to attack right now, they are a 3/3, but obviously that's going to change depending on what happens this turn. All right, so my turn. Debating if I want to recover. I'm not going to recover. We're going to just flip up. I'm going to use my special to pop out Clear Skies to draw a card. Torrential Rain. I'm going to spend energy to get my crown out. So Storm's Crown is a 2-cost upgrade, gives her +1 thwart, and I can exhaust it to generate the printed resource on the weather card that's in play. I am then... I'm just trying to see if I've got enough for everything. So if I do 1, 2, 3 for boot camp, I would still have... Yep. All right. So what I am going to do is I am going to use my crown and helicarrier and one of my torrential rains to get a boot camp down. So boot camp is a 3-cost support. Play under any player's location, max 1 per player. Each ally you control gets +1 attack. Right. Then I am going to use Weather Goddess. Weather Goddess is a 0-cost event. Hero action, swap your weather support in play with the support of your choice from the weather deck. Resolve the special ability on your weather support in play. So we are going to swap that with Thunderstorm. So I get to do 2 damage to an enemy. I think I don't want this doppelganger around, so I'm going to do 2 here. And so all characters are hitting for +1, and then Boot Camp is adding a 1 to it. So right now Braun is hitting for 3, and Psylocke with attack training is actually hitting for 4. So I am going to... I'm going to do Storm is going to punch for 3 to clear out this doppelganger. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we're just going to let him hit that. So, all right, Braun is going to hit for 3. So he's going up 1, 1, 2, 3, and he gets to remove a threat from a scheme. I can only do it from Fool's Paradise. So phase 1 or phase 2 of Mysterio is gone. So now we get to phase 3. When revealed, discard the top 5 cards of each player's deck. And then his forced response now changes to after a boost card is revealed during that activation, place it on the top of your deck if it has the illusion treat as opposed to the bottom of it. All right, so I got to discard 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess I'm definitely getting a encounter card next turn. All right, Psylocke is going to then attack. First, we're going to do her interrupt. So we are removing 1 psychic counter. We are confusing an enemy and dealing it 1 damage. Then she deals her 1, 2, 3, 4 to Mysterio. Then we are going to play Weather Goddess again to change out Thunderstorm for Hurricane. So Hurricane, each character gets retaliate 1 and remove 2 threat from a scheme. 1, 2. And I think what we're going to do then is we are going to... Yeah, we're going to do spend Flash Freeze and Game Time to play Torrential Rain. Hero Action Thwart, remove 3 threat from among schemes in play. If Hurricane is in play, resolve its special ability. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and since this is victory, this goes away now. Then 3, and then because Hurricane is in play, I get to resolve its special ability, which is remove 2 threat, 1, 2. Alright. That is that. So we're going to ready ourselves up and draw to our hand size. Alright, and here's the encounter card that was in my deck. Alright, so we're getting 1 on the main. Mysterio is coming to attack. I'm gonna have Braun defend this. So he is attacking for 2 plus 3 more. So 5 plus just 5. So that is enough to defeat Braun. So because he defeated Braun, he doesn't take retaliate. But better him than me. So we get 2 encounter cards. First one is no, it's not Deja Vu. Deepest Fear. When revealed, discard cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of cards in your hand. If at least 1 identity-specific card was discarded this way, place 1 threat on the main scheme. If no identity-specific cards were discarded this way, take 1 damage. So I've got 5 cards in hand, have to discard 5. So 1, I discard this one, which comes dealt to me, but I get to then draw 1 card. So I discarded 2 cards, and I do have a identity-specific card, so I'm just getting through it right now. So that was 2. Oh, let me flip that because I'm not supposed to know what that is. 2, 3, 4. Oh, and 5th is another 1. And that did cause me to deck out, which means I get a 4th encounter card. All right, let us shuffle in deck, and we'll just shuffle. Okay, so I already did the threat added on there. Well, this is a turn, isn't it? Fearmonger. Surge. Discard your hand. Draw up to your hand size. Oh, that's a shame. I lost the extra cards now, so get rid of all these. And draw to 5. And then this surges. So my surge is Weakness from Within is a side scheme with one threat on it. When revealed, place one additional threat here for each card in your hand, so I get to add 5 to it. And it's got a hazard icon. All right, next one is Induced Panic. Attach your identity. You cannot resolve triggered abilities in your hero's printed text box. So I will not be able to swap out the weather. And then as an alter ego action, discard one identity-specific card at random from your hand to discard this card. All right, next we get Deja Vu. Take a damage or put a threat on it. We'll take a damage, and then we have to shuffle it into our deck. Shuffle, shuffle. And last one. Caught off guard, discard an upgrade or support you control. Well, I guess Boot Camp's going away. No, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the attack training because Psylocke's going away anyway. So, and she still has a hit point left to survive, I think. Yeah. All right, so that is my turn. All right, so we are going to... I'm going to spend my crown, or I'm going to use my crown and Helicarrier to get Sunfire out. Sunfire has as a 2-cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 2 hit points. With the response, after you play Sunfire from your hand, choose and spend a lightning bolt resource and choose an attachment with the text hero action or hero response and discard it. So I will do that, discard a lightning bolt to get rid of the humongous illusion. Although, do I actually want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. Hang on. I just realized I have enough damage in hand to actually just kill him this turn, so... Alright, so we are going to have... we're going to do the Crown, Helicarrier, and 1 Lightning Bolt to play another Lightning Bolt. 3-cost event, attack, deal 8 damage to an enemy. If Thunderstorm is in play, resolve its special ability. It's not. I just deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I do take 1 back from Retaliate. And then we'll just... Because I honestly don't remember if I forgot to give Psylocke an extra damage if she's there or not. So I'm just going to pull out Sunfire. Not trigger his response, so he is hitting for 3 with the Boot Camp in play, so he hits for 3. And takes 1 because Retaliate doesn't trigger because he was defeated. Alright, well, that was Storm against Expert Mysterio for this week's MCM Challenge. Hopefully you enjoyed it and were able to see everything okay on Octagon. Octagon and TTS are nice ways to get an easy game in. You can load in decks from Marvel CDB pretty quick. Setup and teardown is a lot easier. Again, I prefer the physical cards, you know, being able to play them and shuffle them up myself, and not just hit buttons on the computer. But this is a good way to get a quick game in, or if you want to play with other people that aren't in your same location. So thank you for watching. Hit the like, leave comments. Let me know if I screwed up anything or made any mistakes. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going on my Mad Titan Shadow. I've got 1 scenario left on that. And I think on Tuesday will be the next MCM challenge. And we'll also give that one a try. So again, thanks everybody for watching and have a great day.